Behind the appearance of a united couple and a dream life sometimes lie unmentionable secrets. Charlotte and Benjamin had just bought a house, a project they had carefully considered and which symbolized a new stage in their lives. Benjamin, often away for work, left Charlotte responsible for managing the renovations. Working remotely, she could supervise the workers and ensure that everything went smoothly. What was supposed to be a simple renovation project would unexpectedly turn their lives upside down. Before diving into this fascinating story, subscribe to the channel to never miss an exciting tale. After weeks of research and hesitation, Benjamin and Charlotte chose a brand new company on the market. This choice did not particularly thrill Charlotte. Entrusting such an important task to a newly launched company made her skeptical. But Benjamin was keen to help his childhood friend, who had recently returned to the United States after spending 8 years abroad. Against her instincts, Charlotte agreed. The day of the meeting arrived. As soon as the contractor entered, a shiver ran down Charlotte's spine. An inexplicable energy passed between them. It wasn't just simple sympathy or professional admiration. It was something much more intense. Throughout the meeting, their gazes met, brushed against each other, exchanging silent messages. Charlotte tried to remain professional, discussing the renovation details, but her heart was racing. He, too, seemed disturbed. Despite this, he proved competent and passionate about the project. He was the perfect man to renovate their house, but also a silent danger. That meeting left a deep mark on her. She couldn't get his face out of her mind. That very evening, in an impulse she couldn't explain, she searched for his profile on Instagram. Without thinking too much, she sent him a message, pretending to want to discuss certain details of the work. She knew it was risky, that he was her husband's best friend, but an inexplicable force pushed her toward him. Their conversation quickly became animated. Over the exchanges, their discussion became more personal, more intimate. A soft, exciting tension settled between them. The night before the renovations began, Charlotte made a decision she never imagined making before. She wanted to be irresistible to him. She went to the hairdresser, bought seductive clothing, and spent time perfecting her appearance. Why? She still refused to admit it to herself. On the morning of the renovations, she dropped her daughters off at school before carefully preparing herself. A short skirt, an elegant blouse, subtle yet captivating makeup. She wanted to catch his attention, to unsettle him as much as he unsettled her. When he arrived, he couldn't hide his admiring gaze. The first few days of work were electric. Every exchange, every glance, every seemingly insignificant gesture was charged with silent innuendo. And you, have you ever felt an irresistible attraction to someone despite the prohibitions? Share your experiences in the comments. The weekend arrived. Benjamin was still away, and the girls were spending 2 days at their grandmother's. Charlotte then dared a risky invitation, a dinner at her place, one-on-one with the man who haunted her thoughts. He accepted immediately. The evening unfolded in a cozy, intimate atmosphere. They laughed, talked about everything and nothing, but most importantly, they looked at each other. After dinner, they settled on the couch, putting on a movie in the background, but neither of them was really paying attention to the screen. Suddenly, Charlotte's phone rang. It was Benjamin, a routine call, like every evening to check in on the family and the renovations. Except this time, Charlotte was lying against her husband's best friend's chest, feeling his hands lightly touching her skin. Answering her husband in this situation was completely surreal. Her heart was pounding, and yet she felt no remorse. When the call ended, there was no more restraint. That night, they gave in to the forbidden. Charlotte surrendered to this new and unprecedented passion. It was a moment of intensity she had never experienced before, and it was not the last time. From then on, they sought every opportunity to see each other. The house under renovation became their playground. Their affair took a steamy turn. Their meetings multiplied, riskier, more exhilarating. They met elsewhere, in unexpected places, playing with danger and excitement. Charlotte, usually reserved, surprised herself by taking bold initiatives, even going so far as to provoke her lover under her husband's nose during friendly dinners. This double life gave her an indescribable thrill. She knew it might not last forever, but she didn't want to think about that. She enjoyed every moment without asking questions. What do you think of this story? Is forbidden passion a danger or a way to feel alive? Tell us your thoughts in the comments. But how long could she play with fire before getting burned? Sooner or later, secrets resurface, and the consequences can be irreversible. The moral of this story? Every choice has consequences, and sometimes a single spark is enough to set an entire life ablaze.